blocks in front of you on the edge of your mat. Now I'm going to have you shift onto your right leg. Take the left leg forward. Find your balance. Try to get the angle of this knee a little more than 90 degrees. Just because if it's too close, you can't really get much movement forward and it's a little bit hard on the knee. So make sure that it's more than 90 degrees. Hands on your thigh, nice and tall. And I want you to first think about tucking your tailbone under. You're going to immediately feel a stretch in that hip flexor area. Take another breath, inhale, and exhale. See if you can bend into your front knee, keeping the chest up, ease into it. Again, watch to make sure that knee doesn't go over your ankle, right? You want it to stay above the ankle or behind. Inhale, and exhale, press back, right? Let's make it a little more intense. I want you to lift that right arm up. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to bend into your front knee. Think about tucking the tailbone under as you come forward. Good. Now, if you can, lift your eyes above the horizon, maybe a little higher, maybe all the way up to the ceiling or the sky. And let your eyes gently come back to the horizon and bring one arm down to your block, other arm down. Now, from this position, see if you can tuck your back toe underneath. Lift your knee off the mat. Your weight is in your arms. Shoot the energy through your back heel, reaching through that leg. You're going to feel that stretch in the hip flexor. You may feel it in the other side as well, the hip and the hamstring. Now, if you can, see if you can lift your hips up. You're trying to straighten that front leg. Look towards your front leg. If you cannot straighten that front leg, it's okay. Take it to where you can. Bend back into that front knee. And again, lift the hips up. Look towards your front leg. Inhale. And exhale. Bend into the front knee. Let's try that one more time. See if you can lift your hips up. Look towards your front leg. Inhale. And exhale. Bend into your front knee. Now gently lower your knee to the blanket, untuck the back toe. Take your blocks, flip them to the high side. Leave your front foot there and see if you can reach your hips behind you. Straightening the front leg. Think about mooning someone and your hips will go behind you. Alright? You're going to feel a pretty intense sensation in your hamstring and the front leg. Now, if you can, reach your toes towards the mat and get an additional stretch in the front of your shin, your ankle, your tibialis. Try to keep the spine and neck as neutral as you can. This can be very intense. If your knee is a little bit bent, that's okay. Maybe that's all you have. You do not want to overdo a stretch for your hamstrings. Take another breath. Inhale. And exhale, bend into that front knee, hands to the tops of your thigh. Find your balance and switch sides. Now take your time, touch the floor if you need to. Bring that leg back, switch, and take your other leg forward. Try to square up your hips. Bring your hands to your thigh, find your balance. Make sure the angle of the knee is a little more than 90 degrees. Inhale and exhale. Tilt your pelvis under, tuck under. Push through that front thigh. Bend into your front knee, keeping the chest up. Inhale. And exhale, press back. Right? Now, if you've got the balance to lift your opposite arm, the arm of the leg that's in back, that's the side you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck under, tailbone under. Bend into your front knee. And if you can, lift your eyes maybe just above the horizon, maybe a little higher, and maybe to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, allow your eyes to look forward. Bring one hand down to your block, other hand down. Now I'm going to flip my blocks back to the low side. Right? You can leave them high if you need to. Tuck your back toe, shift the weight into your arms, lift the knee. Shoot the energy through your back heel, lowering the hips as much as you feel stable and not enough so that you feel that it hurts, all right? Now from here, if you can, lift your hips up to the ceiling, look towards your front leg, and then bend into your front knee. Again, send your hips up to the ceiling, look towards your front leg, and then bend into your front knee. Let's try it once more. Send the hips up. If your front leg doesn't straighten, it's okay. And then bend into your front knee. Good. Now gently lower your knee to the blanket, untuck the toe. Leave your front foot there. Flip your blocks to the high side. And begin to reach your hips behind you like you're mooning someone. Lengthen your spine to neutral neck. And again, focusing on that front hamstrings. Again, if your knee needs to be bent a little bit because it's too intense, it's okay. You just want to feel sensations, not pain. Full cycles of breath. Hold it long enough so that you feel like it is starting to release, but not so long that you feel like you're tightening up again. Inhale and exhale, bend into your front knee, hands to the top of your thigh, press to hinge up. Go ahead and find your balance again, bring that leg back. And I'm going to have, if your knees are okay, sit back on the haunches. And then reach forward, go to a child's pose. Seat towards your heels, arms can be in front, forehead towards the mat, and just pause here. And go ahead and heal yourself up, recenter yourself. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kathy Mark, and we'll see you again soon.